Now, Friday Night Blitz on KEZI 9 News.
Well, just 2 weeks remain in the high school football regular season here in Oregon. Hard to believe. Joined alongside Brett Taylor. I'm Nick Ursini. Definitely started to feel a little bit like fall out there.
Yeah,
tonight.
Where is this high school football season gone? It feels like it just started last week and somehow we're already into week 8. What gives?
Hard to believe. Pretenders are definitely not contenders anymore. We're going to start this show a little differently. Normally we start with 6A, but in our viewing area tonight, we had 2 really big games, and we'll start in 5A. West Albany hosting Silverton, a win for the Foxes, and they lock up the Mid-Willamette Conference title. We'll skip to the second quarter. Silverton leads 8-7. Sawyer Teeney connects with Brody Kunzel, dives across the pylon, touchdown. Foxes, PAT no good, but West Albany answers right back. Lucas Hughes to Austin Simmons on the slant. This game is tied. Silverton's ball, Teeney's pass deflected and picked off by Aiden Metzger, sets up the Bulldogs deep, but unable to score. And Silverton, toe tap, Elijah Howard, 21-14 at the half. Foxes move to 8-0 with a 49-28 victory over West Albany.
Big win for Silverton. Number 3 Marist Catholic hosting number 7 Cascade. Another big game tonight, tied at 7 1/3. Cougars driving. Play action pass. Cameraman gets a little juked out. That's going to be a sack for James Harvey of Marist. The ball comes loose and is picked up by Logan Cass, who takes it all the way to the house. Spartans take a 14-7 lead. Cascade again deep in Spartan territory. This time it's Bryce Cousins punches it in. Cougars would go for 2, take a lead 15-14. Fourth quarter now. Nick Hudson getting the play call and ends up being Brady Bidwell in the Wildcat. Keeps it and goes 30 yards to the house. Touchdown Marist. They'd go on to win the final 22-15.
They'll face Junction City next week, another big matchup there. We'll head down to Grants Pass where the Sheldon Irish are taking on the Cavemen. Colby Perosa with the keeper for the Irish, all the way for 6. I know Josh Line liked that one. Touchdown Sheldon. Grants Pass now, Jordan Rosetta drops back, looks deep, but finds an Irish defender. That would be Marley Bonin. Gets the pick, and he's going to make it all the way to the end zone for 6 points. Count the PAT. Another touchdown for Sheldon. The Irish are rolling after falling the first 2 games of the season. Later on, it's Perosa. This time finds it to Brody Thomas over the middle. He puts the Irish deep in Cavemen territory. He runs it up the middle for another Irish touchdown. Sheldon wins big on the road, 49-0 over Grants Pass.
The luck of the Irish down in Southern Oregon. And of course, right now, South Medford getting the huge win over Roseburg, 35-0. Roseburg falls to 1-7 on the season. Game of the week in North Eugene, the Highlanders welcoming in top-ranked Springfield early on. Highlanders shocking the Millers defense. Brody Gilliam finds Kellen Knutson deep downfield. Knutson making the magic happen in open space. Finally brought down to the 1-yard line moments later. 3rd and goal. Highlanders knocking on the door, and it's who else? Knutson, the QB sneak. Touchdown North Eugene, and they lead 8-0 over Springfield. Coach Gasiewski preaching all week long, adjustments. Connor Dye clearly taking that message to heart. 63 yards, 1 man to beat. This stiff arm, gone. Millers go on to score on their next 4 drives and move to 7-1 for the season. The final 33-11 Springfield.
Willamette hosting Thurston. First drive of the game, Braden Rather hits Jaden Owens over the middle. Willamette still searching for its first victory of the season. This will definitely help. Colts riding high after falling their first 2 games of the season. Thurston now on offense. Noah Blair rolls right, looks down the field, and finds a very familiar target in Walker Bernard. Takes it the rest of the way. The Colts take the early 7-0 lead over the Wolverines. Next Willamette possession, it's Owens on the ground. This time he picks up another Wolverine first down, but that drive would stall, and the Colts get the ball back, and here we go again. Blair rolls to his left, throws a beautiful pass. Nice shooting there. Mr. Reese Brown finds Luke Newell. Colts win on the road, 63-6 the final.
South Eugene Axe trying to chopped up down Eagle Point. The Axe putting on a good fight early on, scoring a couple touchdowns to make this one at least a little bit interesting, but Eagle senior running back Hugo Perez-Chica and senior wideout CJ Patro would be too much as the Eagles blunt the Axe. The final 41-20 Eagle Point.
Churchill on the road down in Southern Oregon, taking on the Crater Comets, led by Coach Seth Womack. Lancers on the move. Seville Pazzi up the gut and in for the score. The Lancers take the lead, but it's Crater that ends up pulling away late in this one as the Comets win a close game, 26-24. Churchill now 500 in league play. Lebanon hosting the Crescent Valley Raiders, and right from the kickoff, boy, what a play here from the kicker, Lucas Ikayer. An onside kick, brain bucket goes flying, but hey, look, it's the Raiders' ball, sets up the offense. But 2 plays later, Rocco McClave to Luke Rose. The problem is Luke Rose plays for Lebanon, not Crescent Valley. That would be a pick six is what they call in the dictionary. 7-0 Lebanon, and they would expand the lead. Warriors 49, Raiders 7.
Still waiting for a couple scores out there tonight. That includes South Albany versus Woodburn. Please, if you have the scores, give us a call, shoot an email. We'd like to get these scores out to you. And then still waiting on a final from McKay versus Corvallis. When we come back, 4A, 3A, all up next. Plenty of interesting matchups in tonight as we get closer to the end of the regular season. We'll have those highlights when we come back.
If a big car payment's pulling you down like a cruise ship anchor, Keeper Kia can toss you a lifeline with a lease that'll put you in a brand new 2023 Kia Sportage LX all-wheel drive for just $249 a month, or a new Kia Forte LXS for just $149 a month. Find out more at keeperkia.com.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the Murphy's Combo Pizza at papamurphys.com.
Dear road rivals, you may have 4 wheels, headlights, and a similar build, but our resemblance ends right there. You see, the Camry's been named best-selling car in America. But cheer up, wannabe twinsies. If you try harder, maybe you can catch up. Later, Toyota.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
We fight cancer with heart. Specialists here dedicate their entire lives to curing cancer. The best minds in research, clinical trials, and world-class care push the boundaries of hope. Providence, we see the life in you.
We're hiring at the Cow Creek Band of Umpqua Tribe of Indians. Be part of our fast-growing and community-oriented team. The Cow Creek Band of Umpqua Tribe of Indians has unbeatable benefits, desirable starting salaries, affordable health insurance, cultural enrichment classes, wellness programs, and more. Discover great local jobs now at kezi.com/hiring. We're Hiring is sponsored in part by the Cow Creek Band of Umpqua Tribe of Indians.
If a big car payment's pulling you down like a cruise ship anchor, Keeper Kia can toss you a lifeline with a lease that'll put you in a brand new 2023 Kia Sportage LX all-wheel drive for just $249 a month, or a new Kia Forte LXS for just $149 a month. Find out more at keeperkia.com.
Now, Friday Night Blitz on KEZI 9 News.
Junction City currently 6th in the state. They have a huge matchup against Marist next week, who we saw take down Cascade earlier tonight. But first, you can't look ahead, no matter who you're playing.
Never, not in football.
It is Cottage Grove on their roster, or on their schedule. Yeah. But hey, look, again, that's why you play the game, right? So Tigers versus Lions, take it away.
Yeah, how's the old saying go? Lions, Tigers, Bears, oh my. The Junction City Tigers welcoming in the Cottage Grove Lions to their house. Third quarter, we go. Tigers on top, 38-6. Not going down without a fight. The Lions, Clayton DeWitt, runs the ball in for the score. It's 38-13. The Tigers, however, on the next drive that they get, well, they're going to do what exactly they've been doing all season. Rush it down the field with Tylen Franks getting all the way down to the 6-yard line. And the Tigers, of course, capping things off in the drive with Franks as he runs it in for the score. Tigers go on to beat the Lions 53-13. How about an impressive season for Junction City?
It's going to be a fun one next week. Pirates taking on the Mustangs, a packed crowd at Hidden Valley. The Mustangs trying to find an offensive spark in the passing game. It's Braxton Briarty. Heaves it deep into the wrong team. The Pirates take over. Moments later, Ashton Thornton finds Canyon Niblett on the post, and he's gone. Marshfield moves back to 500 for the season. The final score there, 19-6.
North Bend looking to stay in the hunt of the Sky-M League title on the road in the land of the Grizzlies. Ashland, a little sneaky Joe Harrower to Jacob Ortega. Ortega going deep. That's what we call a touchdown. What a play call by the Grizzlies. North Bend trying to rally. Sean Wilder, do your thing, big man. The senior in open space you can consider him gone. Bulldogs ultimately end up falling to Ashland, though, the final 44-20 Grizzlies. Other 4A scores around the state. Philomath beats Klamath Union 30-8, and Staten shuts out Sweet Home 40-0.
Head on down to 3A, the Elmira Falcons hosting the Harrisburg Eagles. We go straight to the first quarter action, and the Falcons start strong, getting the ball to running back Kyron Smith, who takes it down the field into Eagles territory. Boy, those uniforms are kind of like yin and yang with both those teams there. However, mistakes by the Falcons cost them near the end zone. Smith coughs up the ball, and the Eagles recover. Christian Baird dives on it. The Falcons would make up for the fumble with wide receiver Keelan Hecker, finding fellow receiver Kyler Cowell. Nice play call there. 7-0 at the end of the first. The final score, 34-15. Elmira beats Harrisburg.
Back down to Crestwall High, where Pleasant Hill brings a considerable showing. We take you 3 minutes into the third quarter. Crestwall 6, Pleasant Hill 13. Pleasant Hill, nice pass to Coda Anrud. Beautiful pass. Takes it all the way down, almost to the 10-yard line, and fumble! Almost makes it in, just falls short. Ball back to Crestwall. Moments later, Jadon Bauer rushes it through Pleasant Hill's defense, driving it home in for the touchdown. A great night for both teams. Offense and defense were on point. Pleasant Hill 27, Crestwell 14. Coquille beats Douglas 30-13. And how about a big matchup? Siusla at Sisters. Sisters wins in a narrow one to 7-1 on the season, 30-27 Sisters.
St. Anne Christian defeats Scio 14-6. South Umpqua big over Sutherland 48-14. And when we come back, we still have some 2A and 1A for you. And of course, Abby's legendary play of the week. Don't go anywhere. Friday Night Blitz is back after the break.
This is going to be a lot of fun. He's got the stars.
Yeah.
The studs.
I don't remember a time in my life I didn't watch his shows.
And the unexpected.
I've always thought of you as Dave Jr.
Every hair on my body is standing up right now. Jimmy Kimmel Live, new weeknights on ABC.
We were in Roseburg in the early 80s. Our oldest son, Dan, was a defensive back, a starter on that team. They set, in fact, became Oregon State champions, setting the first undefeated 14-0 season in Oregon's history. And a lot of people were losing jobs. Friends had left the community. It was a hard time. That football team and companies like Abby's kept that place alive and the community spirit alive. That's legendary.
Experience the breathtaking production that leaves both audiences and critics awestruck. Les Miserables.
October 31st through November 5th at the Holt Center. Visit holtcenter.org for tickets today.
Rife's Home Furniture and Mattress is rolling out the red carpet with star-studded savings. This week, get incredible anniversary pricing like this Sealy Queen mattress for just $299 through Monday at Rife's Home Furniture and Mattress.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra. Available with the connected driving experience. And the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck.
Or get $4,000 purchase cash on 2023 2.7-liter turbo high-output engine Sierra light-duty elevation models.
Enter the KEZI 9 News Creepy Critters photo contest. You could win a $250 Visa gift card from Mattress World Northwest. Just go to KEZI.com for complete contest rules and submit your pet's photo. Creepy Critters, sponsored by Mattress World Northwest. Play of the Week on KEZI 9 News is sponsored by Abby's Legendary Pizza. Now, Friday Night Blitz on KEZI 9 News.
6A, 5A, 4A, 3A, all done, but we're not done just yet, Nick. Of course, we've still got some highlights from 2A and 1A. We're going to go straight to Oakland. 6-1 entering the day, taking on North Douglas Yancala. Good game.
Oakers and Warriors, the winner of this one, going to set themselves up for a big final week of the season. Gabe Williamson manages to rushes the ball home for the first touchdown of the game, shaking things up. Williamson into the end zone. 2-point conversion would be good. North Douglas, they respond though. Hunter Vaughn at the 20, followed by a nice double tackle by Oakland. Oakland, again, 6-1 coming into this one. If they win, they set up a very big matchup next week. Oakland picks the ball up and managed to score yet another touchdown. Well, there it is. Oakland 46-8, that winner-take-all match in the Valley Coast Conference. Oakers and Gold Beach next week. It's at Oakland. The Panthers beat Illinois Valley 40-8.
How about some other 2A scores as well? We've got Wolpart beating Oak Ridge 40-0. And of course, Lowell continuing on their dominant season and a big win over Toledo, 56-14. How about those Red Devils, Nick?
Really, really good. I think they're 2 in the state right now. Monroe and Santiam. Monroe wins 48-32. Bandon Pacific, a big win over Reedsport, 64-8. We are still waiting on Rogue River and Glide. If you got it, please send it our way.
Yeah. And some other matchups as well. Camas Valley gets the big win over Chiloquin, 66-6. And Triangle Lake hangs on to win 78-25. I didn't even say hang on. They win in a blowout as well in that game. Again, only just a few games left in this regular season.
Mackenzie beats Siletz Valley 21-0, and Days Creek knocks off Riddle 26-18.
Of course, plenty of more 1A scores as well. Powers beats Elkton 26-19. Still waiting, though, on that final score from Mohawk and Crow. Again, you got the score. Shoot us an email, give us a call. We'd like to be able to put that out. Now, of course, we had a lot of play of the week options, Nick. Ton of them. It's always hard.
I would say somewhere between maybe like 3 and 5
That's
options.
a good amount, though.
Normally what we don't have. Normally we kind of have maybe 2, maybe 3 if we're lucky.
We'll fiddle with it.
This one takes us out to West Albany High School. Second quarter, score tied at 14. Silverton Sawyer-Teeney's pass deflected. The one-handed snag by Aiden Metzger. I know it went by fast. Don't worry, I slowed it down for you. Here it goes. The deflection. Very nice hand-eye coordination. It was so nice, we'll show it to you just one more time. West Albany would fall in this game, but congratulations to the senior for winning this week's Abby's Legendary Play of the Week. Which brings us to our game of the week for the regular season finale. Thurston travels to Churchill to face the Lancers. It's a 7 p.m. kickoff next Friday, the 27th, from Halverson Field.
We got another good one as well, Springfield and Eagle Point. That's going to be interesting to watch how that one finally plays out. But we're going to take a quick break from football and show you some volleyball scores from around Oregon. Of course, we're talking about the Oregon Ducks and Oregon State Beavers. Number 8, Oregon getting the clean sweep over the California Golden Bears 3-0, and Oregon State falling to number 3 Stanford after a very good weekend last weekend against the Arizona schools. They get swept 3-0. And Nick, you're going to be at that Oregon-Stanford game this weekend. Should be a fun one.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. But before we even get there, Beavers for football, they're off tomorrow. Yes. Ducks back at Autzen Stadium for the first time in 4 weeks. And look, obviously we know what happened last week with the Washington game. This is kind of a game where Washington State has stumbled since they did what they did to the Beavers a couple weeks ago. I think for Oregon fans, what you need to see the Ducks go out and do is to make everybody take a quick deep breath.
Yeah.
It's still the Ducks. They only dropped one spot in the AP poll. It's a 12:30 kickoff. I will be there. I'll have all the highlights for you. He's going to host College Game Night tomorrow. He's Brett Taylor. I'm Nick Ursini. We will see you next week.